everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about Sicilian defense, and I will show you a very good plan for white against Sicilian defense. Okay, Sicilian defense, not so important, but we see the basic position. Okay, we can start. We can start with this. Also, this position arises after the next move order. Let's C6. Okay, and also there is a A6 move here, and both of these options we will cover in this video. Okay, first of all, this position. Yeah, what is the idea behind of this move? The main idea of this move is to play f4, f5, and to attack e6 pawn. Okay, to attack this pawn, and if white wants so white's idea that black plays e5, and after e5 this square would be very weak. And okay, how it works in practical game? Bishop e3 first. Bishop e3 is good move now because the knight is on c6. Okay, this good prophylactic idea, but also but when the pawn is on c7, maybe we can start, when the knight is on b8, we can start immediately with f4, or maybe first bishop b3 is also very important prophylaxis against d5, and then f4. But when the knight is on c6, we have to protect this knight on d4. So of course it is much better after knight d4 to take on d4 with bishop a6, f4, bishop to d7, queen to f3, queen to c7, rook a to d1. Yeah, so I think that there is nothing wrong with f5 immediately here. But okay, queen f3, rook d1. So the idea is to improve pieces, to develop queen on f3, then to develop rook on d file, and now f5, of course. e5, knight d2, very important move. Of course, not to take on c6. This is a very bad strategical idea, because after b takes c6, black take under control d5 square. Knight d2 e2, knight e5, and now we see the very important position for this setup. So this square is very weak, but black still control this square with knight. And now white has two ideas to improve the control of this d5 square. First is to play g4, g5, and the second is knight to g3, knight to h5. g4. In this game it was played g4, very aggressive move. Okay, here this is very strong move, but sometimes it is quite risky. Okay, but here it works very well. g5, and okay, we see that the knight is on 8 is very passive. We control this square d5. We want to attack with f6, and black has a terrible position after f6. Okay, very beautiful move before to stop every counterplay. Rook e8, queen to h5, a5, and now take, g takes f6, g takes f6, rook to f5, rook f1. Okay, and black resigned because checkmate on h7 or checkmate on f8. Okay, very important to remember from this game, first of all, the idea to play 5, and then knight d2 e2, of course, and then this g4, g5 to attack this knight on f6, because knight on f6 is very important piece, because this knight control d5 square. So the next game, f5. Yes, as I said in the previous game, when the knight is on b8, f5, f4 is a very good move. Short castle, b5. Yeah, and now in case of e5, this pawn is very weak, and b4 is unpleasant because this 94. Maybe here it doesn't work because of this is, but okay, maybe it works because the bishop is protected. And but here there is another interesting idea. As the knight is on b8, the bishop on c8, and we can attack with e5. This is also very strong attacking idea. D takes e5, knight to d7, and this is a very dangerous position. There are a lot of tactical ideas here. Okay, but bishop e4 was played in the game, queen to g4, so to attack the king on g8, queen to b6, rook a to d1, rook to d8, and now bishop h6. And now what? What do you think? How to finish attack? Yeah, rook f7. Very beautiful move. Yes, and there is a rook to g7 threat, and in case of this, bishop e6, it is checkmate. Bishop g7. Yeah, and we see the king is on f8, and it's checkmate, and black resigned. Okay, so this is also it. But okay, e5 is not the main idea, of course, but it depends on the move order. In this move order, in this concrete move order, e5 is very dangerous. So what else? Yeah, the next game. Yeah, this position. Queen c7. Yeah, queen c7 is very good move. The idea is to take under control now to prepare b5, because after b5, for example, b5, now e5 doesn't work because the queen c7 is controlled with square. f5 immediately, and now f5 works very well for white. Bishop to g5, knight to d7, knight to g3, bishop to b7, knight to h5. Yeah, and this is a second very important idea for white here. g4 this one idea, and the second idea in this pawn structure, knight g3 and knight to h5. Yeah, the idea again to remove this knight. Yes, now it is very good to now there is nothing wrong with this exchange, because the bishop on f6 is very bad, and we have a fantastic knight on d5 against very bad bishop on f6, and white has a winning position from strategical point of view. So now there is no counterplay for black, and white has an idea to attack on the queen side. Also there is an idea to, maybe in the king side it is more complicated to attack because this bishop is control g5 square, but black's queen side is very weak, and so it's very simple. White win this pawn and go to the, and now okay, it's double attack, rook b6, knight e7. Okay, very beautiful, and it's very instructive. We see this position. Now the bishop is very bad, but the bishop protect the king. But look on the black's queen side, it's very weak, and after a4, queen b8, white won the pawn, and the game is over. Okay, I think that this is a very good plan for white against Sicilian defense. It works against many systems in Sicilian. I strongly recommend you to roll these variations to your notebook, and to remember and to use this, to exploit this in your own practice.